What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Joe with Meteoric Serpents coming back at you this week again with a very exciting video. I'm super stoked. Our first ball python clutch eggs are on the ground. We have a girl that just laid a beautiful clutch. So today we're going to show you the process of how we get those eggs set up, put into the incubator, and how we leave them. So there's a couple things you want to have ready beforehand before you're about to pull eggs, and honestly before you even think you'll have eggs in general. I've already prepared, I've had it ready for quite a while. You have your egg box here, which is simply just a Sterilite 6-quart shoebox container filled with perlite mixed with water. Maybe I'll do a tutorial of how to do this. I honestly do it by hand and by feel. A lot of people measure it out pretty perfectly, but you want to make sure the perlite, when you squeeze it, no water is actually dripping out, but it also clumps in a ball. So you don't want it too wet, you also don't want it too dry. You obviously have your lid to that. Then you have, I actually use saran wrap. A lot of people use press and seal. I found that both works. I mean, a lot of people use the press and seal, so you know it works, but I use the saran wrap. I've had no problems in the past, at least with colubrid eggs. Then something I'm also using is the Dragon Hatch egg holder, which fits perfectly right into this egg box. And then the eggs will be in here, covered with the saran wrap, and then the lid. And one last important thing is or at least that I use, is a Govee temperature tracker. This allows me to track it from my phone, see where things are at. If there's potentially a spike in temperature or a drop, at least I can use my phone and check it and know. This is just a peace of mind thing. You don't have to do that. But perhaps the most important part about all of this is that making sure you have a good incubator that stays dialed in with the temperature. I cannot stress enough, whether you buy or build an incubator yourself. I actually have a DIY one, which I'll show at the end of the video. You just want to make sure you build it right. You also want to make sure you use the right equipment, a good thermostat, and you want to make sure it's dialed in beforehand. You don't want to turn the incubator on once you have eggs on the ground. You want to have it ready beforehand. I've had mine running for quite some time now. Alright guys, so I'm very excited about this. This is our first ever female to lay, once again. First ball python clutch ever at Meteoric Serpents. The pairing was a male Pinstripe Fire Desert Ghost to a Pastel GHI Trick, which is this girl. What we're going to do here essentially is unwrap her off of the eggs. Then we're going to place her in a bath to get that egg smell off of her so her aggression can come down. It does look like she is done laying. All the eggs seem to be out of her. She's tightly wrapping around them. So let's just hope she doesn't bite us now. And you want to make sure with the eggs that you grab the tail, because she is going to wrap tight around that. And you also just want to make sure that she's clear of any more eggs. So a simple feel. She also looks very empty, but you just want to massage gently down. Again, just make sure she's clear. And there you have it. What I do now in this section of the video, I go and place the mom in a little bath so she can soak. And then I go and take the eggs and candle them, which is essentially a process where you shine a light through the eggs to see the vein network and the embryos. I just wanted to clear that up before the next clip. Alright, so I have a feeling some of you are going to comment that I absolutely botched that remove the mom from the eggs job. I'm gonna get better at that, I promise. That definitely did confuse me a bit more. First time with pythons, anything that's not a colubrid. The colubrids don't wrap around like that, and they're usually just scattered eggs. So, and then you go and see. The reason why I have Sharpies on here, for anyone that doesn't know what I did in the background, which I'll probably explain as I'm doing it, is I candle the eggs. What you do is you look for veins, you look for an embryo system, so that you know where the top of the egg is. If you have the egg rolled over, the snake can drown. So you want that embryo to be on top of the eggs, and that's what the Sharpie mark is saying. That's the top of the egg. All right, so now we are going to place our Govee in there. We're gonna cover it up. All right, and then we're gonna get this in the incubator. As you guys saw, all of those eggs looked absolutely perfect, all pearly white, all looking really good. A few of them were stuck together. You had to separate them a bit to just put them in here. Fertile eggs, I saw very strong veins and embryos, so I am super, super excited. Let's get these in the incubator, and I'll tell you a little bit more about that. Before we go to the incubator, just showing off the little clutch card for this clutch. I'm calling this clutch BP 2023-01 because it's the first clutch of this year. The pairing, again, was a Fire Pinstripe Desert Ghost male to the Pastel GHI Trick female. We got 6 good eggs and no slugs, so I'm super happy about that. Let's go put these in the incubator now. So as you guys see here, I have the Herpstat 1 thermostat on here. I have it set to 88.8. I don't want to say we're experimenting, but I am going to try this temperature because I do know that the eggs can get hotter once inside the egg box as they're incubating. So I think somewhere in the 89 to 90 range is going to be good for these guys. And then here is our DIY incubator. Water bottles at the bottom. All right, don't mind that reflection. And we're just gonna open this up. And get this clutch in. All right, there we go. It's a pretty small incubator, but my boy Brock at Morphinary Arts helped me build it. So I am very excited. And now we wait, the countdown begins. Thank you guys so much for tuning into this video. I really, really appreciate it. I hope you guys enjoyed this process. I am super, super excited if it hasn't already been apparent. I'm very excited to be doing the ball pythons now too, in addition to the colubrids. I think it's gonna be something that's very, very fun and enjoyable over time. This is my first clutch. I don't know if I'll be having any more in 2023. I do have another pairing going, but I'm not sure if she's gonna go or when that may be. It could be early 24. I don't know, so we'll see. Either way, if you guys enjoyed today's video, please leave a like, subscribe, hit that notification bell so that you don't miss our videos, and be sure to stay tuned for 57 days from now because we're gonna have some baby snakes to cut and reveal to you guys. All right, have a good night.